Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn. It's time to talk to Cece Doa, so let's see what she has to say. Cece Doa needs a reliable adventurer to deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I've a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer coffin. For this purpose, I purchased from the royal plantations prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particular popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanaway mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Alright, let's go find a pumpkin. Pick up a pumpkin. Oh, they're right here. Gagari, I'm here. If Cece Doa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such, we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Ah, the locals and their laboring. Let's fly over there real quick. Drink for your lassie. You won't get better at ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. What's that? We, Cece Doa, asked me to bring this here to me. Aha! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is fear the time I carried his drink sodden across my back home. But hells, an honest to God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie. Roger hears all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Word is Blackbrush Station sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Alright, so we're gonna go join a militia of sorts. Let's go fly over there in our space car. Warren, I'm here to help. Looking for work, perhaps. Perchance. Ooh. If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are cell swords hired by the Manji and Sons Mineral concerned to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work and liable to get messier still if you're ill prepared. A single piece of gear can make the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order when you're ready. Present yourself to me again. So you're ready for inspection. Good, everything appears in order. Yet, know that not is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dinks in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Okay, thank you for teaching me I should repair gear. Warren has work for an adventurer willing to exterminate the Colblinds attacking ore wagons. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesha's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an old storehouse, creating an ideal conditions for a coal-blind nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're particularly delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you'll find a narrow fissure where the coal blinds hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Warren, I killed the coal lines for you. Well done. It's shan't be easy to keep the tunnel free of coalblins, but our wagon should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interest of Ahmad Jani and Sons mineral concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more women like you lend a hand. So it looks like Warren's done with us, but Zuzu Meta has something to say. Zuzu Meta wishes to share with you a most amazing rumor. The altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it that there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Silda. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, self-made merchant from stone's throw of all places is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Weinstein, and he is very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the sacrament. Of course, the Thermitages only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ulda. If you would, if you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultana's ransom. Uh, one voice with which invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolrito. He has a long, lavished gill upon the Thermitages, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Surface, Suffice it to say, if Winston, Winston thinks he can compete with the likes of the syndicate, he is in it for a rude awakening, but that eventually may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Winston and volunteer for his expedition. Okay, so we're going on an expedition somewhere. I think it is to clear out some antlions and stuff, but we'll see. Forget. Hi, Winston. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find a work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from stone's throw. I look after them when I've time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But with overseeing this search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Hey, you rat kids, take your cookies and get out of here. Starving child. I ain't going nowhere, Mrs. I'm too hungry to move, besides, so you'll have to carry me. No, here's a cookie and get the heck out of here. A cookie? Well, if Winston really wants me to go home, then all right, but I want two next time. Yeah, you get one and you'll like it. But Winston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, ginger cookie? I'd better save some for my brother. I know I'll go home and eat it with him. Winston's kind does. I like him. This is for me. I want to eat it, but then again, I don't because then it'd be gone. Tell Winston thanks you and tell him I'm sorry for getting in his way. Yeah, that's right, kid. Get out of here. I like playing with Winston. He makes sure no one bullies us. Winston's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm good, girl, so I'll go home. Yeah, that's good. All right. Hey, Winston, I told all your little rat kids to go home. What's up now? Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beast is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to go make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris, they've grown complacent, presenting us with golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it, our place within those walls. We found her. We found her. Found the vein, Weinstein. Ye must come and see. Already? Amazing. We're leaving at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Saul's balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined, bloody city. God's damned idiot. What do you think was going to happen? They'd strike it rich and get cozy with the order? While the masters of Ul'dah looked on, no one crosses the syndicate. Pant, pant. The syndicate? Ha, finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all of your friends deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may want to life? Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lorito mean to kill us too? That the golem could be vanquished. The woman is no ordinary adventurer. Damn, seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard it said that a blossom between beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, a business is suffering for it. Bloody Amarja. What stirred them up, do you reckon? Another raid, and I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Precious the thought. to tell me where is the marvel of city might you lovely ladies be staying? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. It was a result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dolomon's descent, and of course to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Lose hope. Louis Swall will never know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel at Charlemagne ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the ether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. The Sultanry, mayhap Papa Shan will know something of it. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? To me, I was late too. I was too late. One person of interest had already quit the scene. The general, very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me in the uh, coffer coffin, and later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Winston and his men. They need protection, and all I need is more information. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether in Thanolin. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet, it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have never mind. Fare thee well. Winston, I'm here. Twelves bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards, gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the god's damn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Uldal would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard, and what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It begs belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ildar any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Lolorita learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodai. She'd helped countless adventures in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Settle down, Lulu. You got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Weinstein, Winston, on the other hand, is now a pariah and about as welcome around here as a rabid wolf. Poor bugger. Suffer to say that that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the Eastern Aldenid Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Naldathal, and member of the Syndicate, didn't get where he is by didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends. That one, which is why he ain't about killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. So I don't let this color your view of Ulda, Lulu. It's true that there are some here who aren't ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Lulu, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat, just have a word with Otapata Patopa when you feel like staying. In rooms are now available. And when you've got your appetite for adventure back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We've got lots of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Uh, S-Task can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. You now have access to recommendations. The features just it's a lore video, not. Oh, I need to talk to her again. Modi. Oh no, okay, there it switched over. Okay, All right, guys. Well, that was episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Killed the giant golem and tried to help, and is kind of figuring out that the syndicate is a problem with Lord Lolorito. Other than that, if you guys liked it, then give me a thumbs up. If you guys like the content that's coming out, hit the red subscribe button. And if you have any comments to improve my videos, or any games you guys want me to see to go over the lore or just play, leave in a comment down below. Thank you guys and have a good day. Goodbye.